Hello and welcome back to HopStart, guys. Today's episode is going to be interesting as I start with real estate. Although we have done real estate earlier as well, but this time it's going to be with a young guy. His name is Gautam Thapar, and he's the CEO and the director of Thapar Builders. And he's going to tell us all about the opportunities in this field. Post which I'm going to meet co-founders of 24/7 Around. That company does something which is related to post-sale services. So we'll understand all about it. So let's just go.
Hi, my name is Gautam Thapar and I'm the CEO Director of Thapar Builders.
Hi Gautam, welcome to HopStart. Thanks for taking out some time from your busy schedule. I suppose you are, of course, you are the CEO of the Thapar Builders, and we'll get into the business dynamics. But to start with, there's a myth in the market, and I would like you to break it for me. When I talk to anyone about being a builder, being in real estate, for some reason, some people end up saying that. बहुत ज़मीन है, बहुत पैसे हैं, and it's just they are utilizing their properties and making money out of it. Is it really true? Because I really don't think so.
Not necessarily. I mean, the myth is there, and a lot of family businesses are based on real estate, with the future generations having land and all. But for us, what we have is solely what we have worked towards getting by ourselves. The projects that I'm doing right now were not inherited by me as such. We approached the authorities by ourselves to get lands on allotment. We got it on allotment. We did the deals with them directly to start the projects. The financing, everything was done independently by us. And although we are a family business in real estate, but my father was very clear that if you want to do real estate, if you want to get into this, you have to start from ground zero.
Yeah.
You have to do everything by yourself.
Absolutely.
You have to yourself decide which project you want to do, how you're going to get the land for it, how you get the money for it, how you're going to do the construction. So it also depends on your family system, your business setup and such like that. But yeah, I don't agree with that myth completely from my personal experience that, every builder has a lot of land.
Yeah, that's why actually I started with this because it's a legitimate business, right?
It is.
And if you do good at it, it's very lucrative. You make a lot of money, and you can actually carry forward. But why to consider it as an easy way out? Where I'm sure you have a day scheduled, packed day. You have 10 things to do, and you have to make it going, right? So, how's a daily life for a guy in real estate?
So I think, I'll get to the first point that it's a very lucrative business. I think that also is a myth in today's time.
Okay.
See what's happening with the other real estate developers.
A lot of myths been broken today.
Yeah, not too many of them are actually forget about making money and not even surviving. They're sitting in jail. And so it kind of shows that it's a very tough industry. It's a very difficult industry. And if you're not professional and clean in your way of doing business, then you'll end up losing your company and losing even your freedom.
And that is to do with any kind of business, right? It's just not real estate.
It's not. The tag that real estate got because of a few developers, builders is what it's been carrying for a couple of years, a lot of years in fact, in fact decades. And it has a lot to do with not only the industry as such, but also the kind of people that were running companies in real estate, the kind of money that was coming into real estate, where was that money coming from also, and who are the people who are protecting the real estate developers, the builders who continued making the system as it is, because see, we are just...
So there's a separate parallel game which was kind of running.
It was a shadow industry happening, shadow game running, which no one knew about. And why was it not unregulated for so many years, for decades? Why did the regulations come in now and not before? So there are a lot of questions, a lot of myths. No one really knows the answer for it, but a smart man can understand the reasons and the motivations behind certain things.
Correct. So one question, since we are a career-oriented show, and I want to know sincerely, and especially someone like you, from what are the opportunities for someone to start their career in this field? I mean, if not at all, like for example, a lot of people might be having that privilege of having maybe lands and kind of take it forward. Someone who just as a layman wants to be a part of this industry, how does he or she does it?
See, it's a good question, and I feel there are a lot of opportunities in real estate, and it's supported ancestral industries as well.
Yeah. So there are different verticals
Is
also
right.
under it.
So
yes.
not just getting into real estate doesn't mean that you have to just be a builder and developer yourself.
Exactly.
But you can start off in so many different associated things. You can be an architect, you can be a chartered accountant,
Interior designer.
you could be a civil engineer, an MTech. There's so many different things, there's so many parallels. You can be a consultant for landscape, you can be an MEP consultant. So there are a lot of different opportunities to real estate. In fact, if you want to be a developer or a builder, you could actually start with understanding the laws and how the whole real estate clock works. You can actually join a consultant or a broker firm to understand how the sales happen, how the purchase happens. Other than if you want to do construction itself, there's so many opportunities for construction that are happening. You can start with small builder floors. There are also a lot of allotments that happen by these authorities. You have to be really, you have to be really open to get those opportunities. You have to be, you're going to read all these, all the newspapers, all the
keep
public
updated
notice,
with
everything that's happening.
Yes.
So because Yamuna, like for example, Yamuna Authority has just taken out a lot of allotments for young entrepreneurs who want to set up small industries or warehouses or corporate offices.
Oh, nice.
So
got it.
You have to just be aware what's happening.
Keep the eyes open and see what's going on.
Yeah, and there are a lot of opportunities, especially in today's time, with a lot of these developers have left the market and real estate in India especially, I feel there's a lot of scope because a lot of our young generation, our population is still under the age of 20 or 30. And in the years to come, the need for housing is going to be there.
Fair enough. So that was a lot about career. Now, if you can tell me a little bit about this favorite project of yours which you have.
So the favorite project of mine is a project that I've just delivered. We started this project in 2014. It's by the name of Artha. It's my first residential. Artha.
Okay.
This is in Vaishali.
Right.
It's the first residential group
Artha
housing project.
means meaning, right?
Yeah.
Arth meaning.
Artha is basically, I got this name from Bhagavad Gita. So the Gita basically defines a human's 4 aims in life, which is your karma, dharma, artha and moksha.
Okay.
So artha is not too much that people would know about. It's basically a stage of your life where a man is responsible to give a good livelihood to their family.
Okay.
Good food, good shelter, good clothes. So that's how the name came up. I was reading a magazine and the name came up and I thought this is the name that I have to take. It
Nice.
just fit. So yeah, so this project is very close to me because we started this in 2014 and since we started, a lot of changes have happened, a lot of issues, a lot of struggles, laws changed, GST came in, RERA came in, a lot of other market situations, dynamics completely changed since we launched, something that I wasn't personally ready, prepared,
Yeah,
or
there
even
was a
planned
shift
of.
of the government actually after
Everything.
that.
I mean, name it, from the finance model to the laws, everything. So I had to go through so much to get this project completed in time that it showed me a whole new dimension of what's possible. Way to go about stuff. And it's been very challenging, but we've completed the project. We've just got the CC for it. We've handed over. Families are started living in.
Nice, congratulations for that.
Thank you so much. And once people start living in and you can see that they're enjoying themselves, they're having a good life. That's satisfaction. That's what we're here for. Yeah.
Awesome. So, Gautam, I'm glad that I had this opportunity today to have a word with you and understand this industry about real estate and breaking the myths and to knowing about your nice projects and how someone can get into this field. Before I wrap up, what would be that advice or that suggestion to our young viewers who are actually wanting to be a part of this field?
My suggestion to you guys would be be honest in what you're doing, be transparent. Don't cheat people if you want to be successful, and obviously just work hard. Nothing is impossible. Work hard. There's always a way out. You'll always figure out ways, and don't give up.
Gautam, thank you so much. It was great having a chat with you and all that insight and that suggestion specifically. Thanks for being a part of HopStart and all the very best for your future endeavors.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Guys, stay tuned. After a quick break, actually sometime back I had visited one more office of 24/7 Around. You'll get to know all about it. Just stay tuned.
2, 1.
Hi, this is Nitin. I am co-founder and CEO of 24/7 Around.
Hi, this is Anuj. I am CTO and co-founder of 24/7 Around.
Hi Nitin, hi Anuj, welcome to HopStart. It's a privilege to have you guys, and after a long time in HopStart, we have two people together, and it's going to be an amazing chat already, I think. I'll jump to my first question. What's 24/7 Around all about?
So at 24/7 we partner with the home appliance manufacturers and
Okay.
e-commerce players.
Okay.
So basically what we do is you buy a appliance, say a refrigerator, so we are at your doorstep doing installation if it is new or repairs if it is a old one. So
Right.
that's what we do.
Fair enough. So it's like post-sale services which you are providing. Yeah, because I remember, like, back at my home, my mom has this person electrician for the last 10 years. AC kharab hoga, to I'll call Ramuji. He'll only come and fix it. But unfortunately, of late, I've realized Ramuji doesn't know much about the compressor of the AC. So that is where I think you guys tapped on this idea and started this.
Correct.
How did you guys together met? And tell me a little bit about the story, like background, like how did it all started?
So yeah.
So we have been together through our entire professional career. We have been together for the past 15 odd years. We were working in ST Microelectronics and Texas Instruments together, and we were always keen on doing something of our own. And some ideas were coming to our mind, and finally we narrowed down on this idea.
But why did this idea specifically?
We were doing something similar. So we went to IIM Ahmedabad WillCap program. So we were among the top 10 companies, startups who were selected.
Nice.
And this was actually a pivot of eDustbin, the earlier
The one which you were
we were
already
working.
into. Okay.
That was about recycling of e-waste. So
Okay.
yeah, so that
That's a
is
great thing
what is
also,
actually
yeah.
the last mile for what we are doing today. So you purchase an appliance, it gets installed, repaired, and finally it goes end of life.
Fair enough.
So we were doing that, and we kind of pivoted back into the cycle.
Fair enough. And knowing that you are the CEO and you are the CTO, how does it go? How do you kind of work out the dynamics between you both?
So I think we gel together in a good way. We have our responsibilities, which is divided. So yeah, I take care of operations as well as marketing and all. So what Anuj will do is he is the CTO as well as he manages the finances. So
Fair enough. Anuj, since you are the CTO and the technological aspect which you are overseeing, I would like to ask you one thing. There's a huge boost of technology and it's been revolutionized over the last decade. Every industry, every place, technology is being integrated. What's
Right.
your say in it? Like where this is heading to? Because I ask this to everyone who I meet, because I go to any place, any field I tab on, technology is something which is getting integrated everywhere.
Right.
And does that mean that any field you go, you need to have some kind of a technical background for that?
So, Shubhrato, definitely it helps if you are coming from technology background. But that doesn't mean that a person has limited opportunities if he is not
Yeah,
coming from
that's
the
what,
same. Person has to have the right mindset. If he wants to do something, he will definitely achieve that. And India is a booming market. There are lots of problems, and definitely youngsters nowadays are toying with different ideas and coming up with different solutions.
Yes.
Many companies are are willing to invest in India, and that opens a lot of opportunities for the youngsters.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nitin, what I would like to know from you is where do I put 24/7 Around in which industry? Like how do I categorize, like where do I categorize this industry to be in? Like customer service?
yeah, it's a customer service. It's a customer service organization. The only thing is we are focused on appliances. So that is what is there. Then we use technology, again coming back to the point,
Yes.
to our best. So what we have done is we have developed algorithm which is a remote diagnostic. So
Sure.
which is not heard of. Any large brands you see today, nobody does that. What we can do is in your television at home, we can hook it on from here and tell you what is wrong.
Right. Tell me, how lucrative is this field? I mean, it's a career-oriented show. We have a lot of young people watching it.
I hope the brands are not listening.
They'll be also happy in a way. but how lucrative is this field? If someone wants to pursue this as a full-time career or a profession?
It is a good thing, whatever a startup, as a startup entrepreneur you are trying to do. I think I always follow 3 steps. It's a VIP model, I call it. So it's value proposition should be there, innovation should be there, and the people. So you need to treat your people well. You need to keep innovating to be on top.
Yes.
And then the business has to have a value proposition. Otherwise your customers would not find you good enough.
And what about experience versus education? Now, what kind of qualification does someone need, or the focus should be more in exposure, more in experience, because the new generation believes more in experience, more in learning while they are at something rather than going through academics. What's your take on this?
Qualification is it helps, but again, that is not a showstopper for you. You can be a graduate from Harvard but still not doing something innovative, and you can be pass out from a very normal college and still running a multi-million-dollar company, and we have examples who are doing that. So I think main point is to identify the problem and then find a workable solution for that particular problem. If you have industry experience, that is definitely better.
Adds to the
that definitely adds. Doing a MBA is something different, but having a 2-year working experience in a mature company is totally different.
It's actually an amazing chat we are having, although I don't have much time. Otherwise I would have loved to carry on chatting a little bit more about it, because I have met a lot of people from different field, but this is a different field I haven't spoken much about and haven't explored much, and I got a lot of insight after this chat. Thank you so much for being a part of HopStart. But before wrapping, if you could each give a little quick tip or advice for guys who wanting to start their career in a similar field, or even maybe with a startup or something like that.
Anuj.
Be passionate what you do, and try to find a scalable solution for the problem which you are thinking to solve.
Okay, and Nitin?
I would say keep innovating, because the more you innovate, you keep your competition at par.
Awesome. Awesome. Nitin and Anuj, it was great chatting with you. Thank you so much for being a part of HopStart, and I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors, and I hope you're there 24/7 for 24/7 around. And thank you so much for being a part of HopStart.
Thank you, Shaibat.